bad money habits preventing you from saving money. Hi there, it's Luigi, and welcome to Catapult Capitalism, your guide in making smart financial moves for your future. If you enjoy watching our videos, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated whenever we upload a new video. In today's video, we will share with you the bad money habits that prevent you from saving money. So if you want to know more about these habits and how to avoid them, then keep on watching. Some financial habits, big or little, may zap a strong financial strategy and leave clever savers with empty wallets. To prevent buyer's remorse and similar feelings of guilt over ignoring your finances, you must first understand what behaviors may be costing you extra. Here are some habits that hinder you from saving money. Spending more money when your salary grows. There's no harm in improving your level of living whenever possible. However, if you are continuously seeking ways to spend your money, you might find yourself in a bad situation sooner or later. It would be difficult to save money if you continue to grow your spending alongside any gain in your income. Try to keep your expenses consistent while also looking for methods to enhance your revenue. Focusing on the present without caring for the future. When individuals find it difficult to deal with a situation, they often prefer to ignore it. That is a formula for disaster. The same is true for your finances. People tend to focus on their immediate wants, hoping that their future demands would be addressed in some way. When making any financial choice, you must consider the future. Although it is important to take care of everything in the now, make every effort to save for the future. You think it is too early to start saving. When you are young, it is easy to get enamored by the myriad joys that money can purchase. People frequently believe that it is too early to begin saving or investing. This is wrong. It is never too early to start saving a percentage of your money, regardless of how much you earn. Begin saving right away. In fact, experts recommend that you save before you purchase. Set away a portion of your money or salary and then spend the remainder. Not keeping a record of your money. We believe we know where our money originates from and where it goes. Unfortunately, that is not the case for many of us. We may be aware of our main expenses, but it is possible that the tiny items can consume more of our money than the big ones. It is a good idea to start keeping a notebook for all of your income and spending, big or small. This will give you a far better understanding of how you manage your funds. Lack of budgeting and/or poor budgeting. You might be recording everything. However, you may be overlooking the most important beginning point, a budget. A realistic and well-documented budget serves as the foundation for all financial planning and achievement. Make and stick to a budget. An effective budget makes a significant impact on how you see the money going in and out of your pockets. You might find yourself getting carried away and incur excessive expenses in the absence of a budget. Being unsure of your desires, needs, and funds. It is critical that you understand the must-haves, good-to-haves, and not-to-haves in order to save money and develop wealth. You must prioritize your financial goals. If being wealthy is your primary objective, you might have to give up some of your current pleasures, whether you like it or not. Make a list of your objectives and write them down. To stay on track, you can go back to that list or review it every now and then. Constantly upgrading your electronic gadgets. There is no end to gadget upgrades. And while there is no wrong in purchasing things you genuinely require, purchasing simply because the next edition of a mobile phone is out in the market would almost certainly bring you more harm than good. Unless you have a lot of money to spend or your existing phone is beyond repair, there isn't much of a reason to acquire a new one. This holds true whether you have an iPhone or an Android handset. Addiction to apps. Smartphone applications are high on the list of things to squander money on. Those $99 purchases may appear to be small, but they may quickly mount up, especially if you have children who contribute to the overall purchase price or frequency. Consider free app downloads, or set a monthly app budget for yourself and your family. Having to pay bank fees. Many banking fees are avoidable, so there's no need to pay them if you don't have to. Instead, look for a banking institution that will waive some costs. You can avoid the monthly charge with the correct checking account if you have a monthly direct deposit or a minimum daily balance of $500 or higher. You are not checking your credit report. When looking for a car or a home, those with excellent credit are eligible for the lowest loan rates. A quarter of a percentage point can add up to thousands of dollars during a 30-year period. Check your credit report on a regular basis and address any issues as soon as they develop. Drinking wine during dinner. Purchasing wine with supper is an expensive idea. Bottles are commonly marked up by 3 times the wholesale price, sometimes more. Consider a bring-your-own-bottle restaurant instead, or if you can stand it, forego the wine entirely while dining out. Ignoring a 401k match. According to a study by financial advising firm Financial Engines, 1 in every 4 employees does not save enough to obtain the full 401k match granted by their employer. That implies that the average employee contributes $1,336 to their employer's coffers each year. That's equivalent to telling your supervisor you don't want a raise this year. It is advised that you contribute the maximum amount to your 401k, but at the absolute least, you should contribute enough to receive your employer's match. Going out for lunch. According to a Visa poll, the average American spends around $20 per week on lunch. Over the course of a year, that adds up to a whopping $1,043. There's no need to spend money on meals out when a brown bag lunch is less expensive and, if prepared properly, may even be more nutritious. Keeping your gym membership. If you're not using your gym membership, even if you saved money on it, it's not a good value. Many gym owners make a calculated decision to attract members who would never come to go out. The key is to understand oneself. If you're not going to work out, don't sign up for a gym membership at all. You can work out at home, in a public park, or set up your own home gym instead. Ditching your change. The amount of change collected on a daily basis might build up for folks who still utilize cash while out and about. Don't just throw away your coins. Instead, place them in a jar and bring them to your bank on a regular basis for sorting and deposit. You'll be shocked at how much money you can save over time. You may also increase the value of your money by placing them in the correct savings account. Smoking cigarettes. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 34.2 million Americans still smoke cigarettes. Depending on where you reside, a pack might cost anywhere from $5 to $13. At half a pack a day, that's anywhere from $200,000 to $600,000 over the course of 40 years, presuming you'd invested that money instead at an 8% return. Stop doing this and you'll save money and your health. Drinking fancy coffee. A $4 cup of caramel macchiato per day comes out to almost $240,000 when compounded at 6% for 40 years. Oh, that's a lot of money for coffee. If you're an avid coffee lover, you'd know that the fancier a cup of joe is, the more expensive it is. But hold on to that whipped cream dream and try to splurge on cheaper alternatives instead. This way, you'd get the same amount of caffeine kick for a more affordable price. Not having a fund for emergencies. If the car breaks down or the roof leaks, it's easy to pull out the credit cards and ruin a well-thought-out budget by using them. Having 3 to 6 months worth of expenses set aside in case of an emergency can help you stick to your plan when something unexpected happens. Keeping up with the Joneses. Trying to keep up with other people in terms of how they look and how much money they spend is a bad idea. People who try to keep up with the Joneses are more likely to spend too much, gamble too much and too often, depend on others for their financial security, and keep secrets about their money from their loved ones. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification icon so you're up to date whenever we upload new videos. Thank you so much for tuning in to Catapult Capitalism, and we'll see you later.